What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and holy shit, I got a lot of sunlight coming through my window, which was not here a few moments ago. Holy shit, it's 8:30 in the morning here in Germany, and yeah, I'm gonna be blinded out by sunlight, apparently. Holy God, that's what happens when you have a fucking glass door as your door. A glass window as your door. There you go. Jesus. All right, so check it out, man. A little bit of late night for you guys. Early morning NXT action for me. That's right. Did not do NXT live. This is a little bit more personal of a show. Not feeling fantastic. Hurting. But you know what? Getting it done anyway, because we are here live to talk about NXT. Just finished watching it. Very interesting show tonight. God damn, I'm really sorry about the sunlight. Very interesting show. A little bit different than what they're usually... Well, actually, very different than what they do a lot of other times. It's interesting. It's interesting. I did enjoy the show mostly. I do have some complaints. I got a little bit of grievances. We're going to go through it match by match, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here and try to continue to recover because I do not feel good. But I wanted to make sure that I got this review out to you guys. So at the very least, there was something, you know? Yeah, I mean, even half Dave is better than... no Dave at all, right? Jesus. I'll take my half game against most people's full game any day of the week. Go away, sunlight. Jesus Christ. All right, so here we go. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Jay Davis, Cappuccino, Terry Snow Queen, Bullet Club Fanatic, everybody who's in here. Thank you guys for joining me. I know it's late where you guys are, but let's get into it. We will be taking calls for those of you guys who want to call in, but I have a feeling it's just going to be a pretty standard review. All right, so the show starts off Elias Samson and Johnny Gargano. Look, this was the most interesting Elias Samson has been. Fuck you, son. The Elias was weird. He was crazed. Oh my God, he was almost frothing. He was very frothy at times tonight. Did not hate this match. Gargano is incredible at what he does, and he was just there to take a beating for the most part. And he did. He took a beating. It was a pretty good beating that he was taking. I cannot believe this son. This son is ridiculous. The sun, you think the sun matters to The Rock? No, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I hate this son. But Gargano was there to take a beating, and the beating he did take. I mean, there's no question. He took himself a good old whooping. But he stayed in there, and Samson was able to do what he did, which was apparently just to look crazy tonight. That was what he was meant to do. It's like, go. You know what? We've been teasing you that you're kind of nuts. Go full on batshit loony bin tonight, and he did. He did, and he looked bigger. Like the more frothy and angry and huffy he got, the bigger he appeared, and he was monstrous towards the end. Gargano gets a roll-up victory after some really nasty knees from Elias Samson. And then Gargano gets that roll-up, and fucking then Samson loses his mind completely, goes out to the outside, starts beating the living shit out of Gargano. And then Apollo Crews makes the save. And here's what I found interesting about the confrontation. You had the overacting, the crazy overselling of Elias Samson, who looked like he was doing his best Mr. Hyde impression. And then you had Apollo Crews, who just kind of ran out, was like, "Sup, motherfucker? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" I mean, he didn't really do other than that. He's just like, "You don't want none." He just stood there and looked big and black, and that's what he that's what he did. It's like, he did his best shit. It was wonderful. That's what he did. So you had this contrast, this juxtaposition of the overselling of one guy, and then the kind of understated, I don't want to say underselling or lack of character, but you know what it is. Jesus Christ, son. Son's bumming me out. Son is bumming me out right now. It really is. This son is bumming me out. I'm already in pain. It's always rainy here in Germany, and this is what I'm getting for real. Oh my God. I hate my life sometimes. I really, really do. This is ridiculous. All right. So, yes, Apollo Crews does his thing and scares off Mr. Elias Samson, setting up something for later on, I would assume. After that second match of the night, we get Finn Balor and Rich Swann. Is Christmas come early? Holy crap. Has Christmas come early? It's incredible. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I just like the idea of these two guys together. But then seeing the match itself. Oh, by the way, did anyone else catch that they didn't even get Finn Balor a new jacket? He's wearing the exact same black jacket he used to wear, but they peeled off the white Finn Balor Club shit that was on the back of it. It's like, yeah, nah. This Finn Balor Club, stupid white shit on the back. Let's just get it out. But we're not getting you a new jacket. And he's like, well, I'm not buying a new jacket. We're like, well, you're going to wear this one then. And he turns around, you can see where the lettering used to be. I thought that was funny for some reason. I really did. Thought it was funny. Funny. But look, the match was not funny. The match actually was kind of funny. Rich Swann doing the dancing Swan stuff that he's doing. He was doing Thriller in the ring and everything. He's an entertaining guy. I really do like Rich Swann quite a bit. And then when he's in the ring, I mean, this dude is so agile and athletic. It is just an absolute joy to watch him go. And you could tell that his style is not something that people in NXT are really used to working with. Even Finn Balor, who's a guy who's very good at mastering any type of style that comes at him. You got to give Rich Swann a lot of credit for knowing how to throttle down a little bit and really get the most out of his matches. And this was really not much more than a glorified squash in a lot of ways. He did get some offense and he did showcase that athleticism. It was mainly controlled by Balor, who barely looked like he was alive in this match. I mean, that's just Finn's face program. You know, it's just like no emotion, no expression, no nothing. I mean, it's just Finn Balor just walking through life as a face. This is what he does. And the crowd is getting less into him. I'm starting to really buy into all the stuff that we hear about how boring he is. He's very vanilla. He's very boring. I mean, he's unbelievably talented and he's so good at what he does, but it is rather boring. I think it's time that either he lose the NXT title or a change, maybe both. We need to see evil Finn. If you know Finn Balor as Prince Devitt, then you know what he is like in the Bullet Club. I mean, he's charismatic. He's got all these great things going on, and he just doesn't do them. It seems like he's been doing even less lately to kind of oversell the fact that he's a boring guy. And I'm looking very, very forward to a change in his character because I think people are starting to cool on him. Does not take away from how amazing he is in the ring, because he is. I mean, you cannot mess with his in-ring stuff. His in-ring stuff is like on a level that very few people get to. But he is ungodly boring right now. And I know that's not him. He's got more. When he puts on the paint and stuff, he's a different guy completely, because I think he taps into that stuff that we're used to seeing in New Japan and all kinds of things like that. So hopefully a big change is coming for him soon, and we'll be able to see a little bit more out of Mr. Balor, because I think people are starting to turn on him a little bit. There was a lot of cheers for Rich Swann because Swann was charismatic and he had all these amazing moves. Ed Rage Hardy says Balor looked like a heel. Then you don't know Balor as a heel. No, he may have been working a little more. He was working aggressive because he's preparing for his match with Samoa Joe. But this is not Balor as a heel. Trust me. Balor as a heel is something special. I mean, the things that he does, he fish hooks people, dude. I mean, he's nasty as a heel. Finn Balor is nasty as a heel. It's really cool, man. It's really, really cool. He's got a very cool shtick as a heel. I do enjoy watching him. But I like the match. Finn Balor, Rich Swann, I liked it. I like that the coup de grace is now the setup for Bloody Sunday. I like that. There's just a lot to like here. I'm thinking Rich Swann, who I believe this was only his second match on television after NXT, and some of the people that will be going up, I'm assuming after NXT TakeOver Dallas, a couple people at the very least will be going up. guys like Rich Swann, I'm assuming Athena is going to be making her debut at some point as well. They're going to start getting more television time. Apollo Crews is going to be coming more into the forefront, you would assume. It's going to be really cool to see that happen because there are some talented people, talented people that are going to start getting more time. And Rich Swann is certainly one of them who showed that he can work with a guy like Baron Corbin and a guy like Finn Balor. So Rich Swann's going to have no problems. No problems. I don't think at all. So we'll see. After that, Emma is backstage. Probably one of my favorite promos that Emma and Dana have done together, right up until Dana ruined it at the end when she said psych. She said psych. She really did. Psych. Anyway, I like Emma, man. I love what Emma's doing. I love the evolution of this character. Dana, I'm 100% convinced that I was right about her injury, which we've read nothing about. We know nobody knows why she's out, why she's hurt. I think either she got pregnant and lost the baby early, which is horrific, and I don't even want to say that out loud, but I think that's a possibility. Or what I thought happened was she got her boobie broken. Her boobie got broken, and she had to get a replacement, and she's had issues. That's what I think actually happened. But the way that she's been out and the way that her body's looked, I wouldn't be surprised if she accidentally got pregnant and then lost the baby. You know, they like had an early miscarriage or something like that. That would not shock me. That makes a lot of sense. But that's all speculation. It's just now she should be getting back into it at some point, but I'm getting tired of her antics, her speaking, everything. Tonight wasn't that bad until the very end. Psych. Oh my God, makes me sick. But Emma is on a different level. Emma's ready, and apparently she is making her debut. She'll be at WrestleMania and all that. Her re-debut, I should say. What she really you could consider to be her debut, because she really did not get a chance the first time out. She was saddled to fucking Santino Morella, and it was awful. It was awful. Nothing good about it. And then she became a klepto, and she kind of ruined herself. But she has got herself back into a great form here. I'm loving what she's doing. Fantastic job out of Emma, and I'm really hoping for big things out of her. Dana's going to be in a sink or swim situation. Cappuccino, she lost the baby. What the? No, I never said she lost the baby, Cappuccino. No. That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I said, based off what we've seen and the fact that we have not heard anything, I think one of two things potentially could have happened. It would not surprise me if she may have gotten pregnant and then lost a baby. That's what pure speculation. Nobody's saying she lost a baby. I've not read that anywhere. None of that shit, dude. None of that shit. Do not start putting words in my mouth, because that's not what I said. What I said was I'm purely speculating on the situation. I think she got a boobie broken. I think she broke a boobie. That's what I think that happened. But it would not surprise me if something more severe happened because of the length she's been out. Do not start shit there with rumors, man, because that's not what I said, Cap. That is not what I said. But anyways. Ooh, rumor has it, rumors. No, pure speculation, just because I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened. That's all. Don't get it twisted. Don't you get it twisted. Who wants to get it twisted? Anyway. So after that, we got a really cool Shinsuke Nakamura package. Look, for those of you guys who don't know Shinsuke Nakamura, I highly recommend you go check him out. Ed Rage Hardy, I'm not taking your call yet, dude. It's not time for calls yet. Get the hell out of here. Actually, I'm not. Shinsuke Nakamura, fantastic guy, man. Everything about him is just oozing charismatic. I mean, he's compared as if Freddie Mercury became a wrestler. And that's not because Shinsuke is gay. He's not, as far as I know. But it's just because of how charismatic he is. And he is. He's unbelievably charismatic, flamboyant, whatever you want to call it. He's fantastic. But he is an ass kicker. An absolute ass kicker. Cappuccino, that's some wild speculation, though. Not really. Not if you look at the fucking at the what happened. I don't think it's that wild speculation about her potentially losing a baby. No, it's not. If you look at it, not really. her body change a little bit. No, it actually makes a lot of sense. And the fact that there was nothing said. How many times does an injury go completely unreported when somebody's been out for 5 months? McFly. Hello, McFly. I'm just saying. And I could speculate because I'm just an internet douche. It's only when people start fucking making, she lost the baby! He said she lost the baby! It's only when people do that shit that it becomes a fucking issue. Jesus, just take it for what it's worth. Jesus Christ. It's just fucking critical thinking, that's all. Lost art, I know. I'm way too agitated to be doing a show. Anyway. Shinsuke Nakamura, going to be a great addition. Can't wait to see him. He's absolute ass kickery. Oh, people are going to love strong style. Oh my God, people are going to love strong style. Anyway, then we get a vignette for No Way Jose. I already don't like this because this seems like a goddamn WWE gimmick. Just no way Jose. This is going to be something really bad. It's going to be something really bad. I can tell. After that, Alexa Bliss versus sloppy ass Sarah Dobson. Yes, that's her wrestling name. Sloppy ass Sarah Dobson, who comes in and just botch after botch after botch. By her own words, her style is garbage style. She showed that tonight. Alexa Bliss, who really, she did a good job of working with somebody who really shouldn't have been in the ring. It didn't seem like, at least. Alexa is very good at what she does, but you can only do so much with someone like Sarah Dobson. And Alexa did everything she could and made the match passable. I thought Sarah about killed Alexa on that botched ass friggin' flying body press. That was scary looking, wasn't it? Oh my God. But Alexa's able to get through and hit the Bliss flip, sparkle splash, whatever you want to call it, for the victory. Man, I just love Alexa Bliss, what she's able to do. It's fantastic. I love what she's doing. Love what she's doing. So after that, we're about to get a Bull Dempsey-Danny Burch match, but thankfully Samoa Joe saved us from that hot garbage and just chokes everybody out. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to choke people out, and this is what's going to happen to you, Finn Balor, sending a message. Thank you for saving us from Bull Dempsey and Danny Burch. And your reward, Samoa Joe, is you got to take on Bull Dempsey next week, which hopefully will be Bull Dempsey's last televised event because I'm done. Done with Bullfit. I don't care. It sucks that he's out of NXT or whatever, but nah. After that, we got an incredible, probably the segment of the night. Best thing we saw on NXT tonight was not a wrestling segment. It was Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. The vignette was incredible. They showed so much great footage and pictures and stills and stuff from their wrestling or amateur wrestling days. Nasty ass suplexes that Chad Gable was hitting on people in competition. Oh my God, it was fantastic. It was unbelievable. I loved seeing it. It was very cool. Just a way to put them on. It's very similar to what they did for Finn Balor. Very, very similar when Finn Balor was going after Kevin Owens. They were showing these incredible vignettes of Finn, and they this was the first step in this for American Alpha. I don't think that it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to beat the Revival, but I think it's a pretty good safe bet that they will beat the Revival. But then again, as good as the Revival is, it would not shock me if they were able to find a way to extend this feud with American Alpha and actually beat them at Dallas, because it can't be a full-on face night. It can't be all happiness and people that we want to see win only win. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens in that match. I am expecting a fantastic competition, though, I can tell you that. Oh. Then we get our main event, which they gave 17, 18 minutes to tonight. They really did give Emma and Asuka a long time. And I liked the match. Let's first go with that. I do like the match, but it was a rather boring match. I was expecting a little bit more when you see Asuka. It's like when you get Asuka in there, I think you expect a little bit more out of her. This was supposed to be a coming of age, I think. This was supposed to be a graduation because Emma dragged her into deep water tonight. And at times, and this is the only problem, this is why the match kind of lost a little bit of luster for me. it seemed like Asuka sandbagged it a few times. I got to be honest. There were some whips into the turnbuckle that looked really half-hearted. It looked like she was taking a couple extra breaths, almost like it was a practice match. It felt like it was a practice match in the middle of the performance center. That's what it felt like at times, not the entire time, because when Asuka turns it on, it's incredible. I don't think she'll do that on a bigger stage. I don't think she would do that with someone like Bayley, but I think that she felt that she can get away with it with Emma, and it's a little unfortunate because I think it did take away. It certainly looked like the crowd spotted it because the crowd just got silent at one point, which was a little unfortunate. But I loved what Emma did. I love the fact that she continues to attack, and she could be that whooping post, but man, she really does have a lot of talent as well. And I enjoy what she does. I really do. Asuka, it was my issue in this match. It wasn't because I didn't feel that she performed 100%. I feel that she brought it down a few times. And that I think it took away from it just a little bit. Not a whole hell of a lot, but a little bit. Enough to notice. And it's something that normally does not happen in Asuka matches. This is the first time that I've ever said anything remotely negative about Asuka, and that gives me concern because she's so good. Now, is it possible that I'm just spoiled by Asuka? Yes, very possible. Very possible. I'm just spoiled by her greatness and her aggressiveness and her nonstop. This is also the longest match that she's had. You know, it's fairly interesting. So I'm pretty interested to see how she kind of bounces back in NXT TakeOver Dallas. I don't see her doing this on the big stage, but I did notice it. I mean, I noticed it. I could be completely wrong, but I felt like it. There was a one real noticeable spot where she gets whipped. It was supposed to be an aggressive whip into the turnbuckle, and she took it real soft, and then she kind of sat down. You know, if she would have really sold the whip into the turnbuckle, her crouching for a moment would have made sense. But because she barely took the bump into the corner, it didn't make sense that she slowed down. And it's because it looked like she either gassed or she was just setting up something in her head. I don't know what it was, but it's not like it was the entire match. It was just moments. It was just moments, and I feel like it took away just a little bit. Other than that, the match was solid. It was different. It was interesting. There was a lot of great wear-down holds and submission-style wrestling and hard-hitting, aggressive, strong style, if you want to call it. It was very good. It's just I felt there was moments that took away from it. Overall, NXT was good, not great. I felt there were some moments that were a lot of fun. But this is the first time that I honestly can say that the best thing we saw in NXT was a damn vignette. And it was Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. So there you go. I give it a 6.5 to a 7. The high being a 7. I mean, you pushing really hard to go 7. So probably around a 6.5, 6.75. Decent show. Nothing bad whatsoever. And compared to fucking Raw, this was WrestleMania. So, you know, nothing to hate on too hard here. Just not exactly what I thought they were going to do with 2 weeks left to friggin' whatchamacallit, to NXT TakeOver Dallas, but who knows. All right, let's open up the phone calls now. We already got one. Ed Rage Hardy. Ed Rage Hardy, you're live with Dead on Dave with a very late night phone call. What you got?
Yeah, I really do feel like Rich Swan because I'm up all night long.
Yes, that's fantastic. Thank you. What do you got?
Oh, man. So do you think they're going to turn like Balor heel at TakeOver with the calling up of Anderson and Gallows?
I think it would be possible, but because he's going up against a super heel right now, it's kind of hard. I don't see them doing a double turn because Samoa Joe's really not that far removed from turn of his own. So more than likely, I see him losing and then shortly after him going heel. Because I don't see the heel turn being at Dallas. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I just don't want Balor turning heel anytime soon. I want it because
he's dead in the water.
I just don't want him to because I wanted when he debuts the main roster, I want him as a face. That's how I see it. Maybe WWE's doing something right. I don't want the good guy turning bad.
His greatest chance for failure on the main roster, if there is a chance for him failing, it would be as a face. If him going up as a face to the roster, I think gives him his greatest chance of failure because he's so fucking boring. It gets so old, and he looks dead. Like tonight, you look at his face; it didn't change. He looked like a goddamn zombie.
That's his new character, Dave. You don't understand. He's the zombie. Now.
I understand.
He's that zombie from ECW.
Like it. And
he's gonna be the zombie from ECW.
What's that?
He's gonna be the zombie from ECW.
Yeah, because that was super over. That was super over. That drew some fucking money. No, it's just like I love Finn. I put Finn over all the time, but it's getting old. It's time for a change. I think that we need a change. And knowing what I know about heel Balor, I mean, come on, he was one of the top heels in wrestling when he was in the Bullet Club, man. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah, he was an absolute dick.
Yeah, I loved it. And I think the WWE truly does need someone like that, especially with Cena coming back, with Zayn going to be emerging as a top face. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be turning heel. You got Dean Ambrose as a top face. You're going to need somebody like Balor to kind of come in and really be that guy, especially with a failure like Tyler Breeze. I mean, who could have been a bigger mid-card heel, but it looks like he's dead now. So, I don't know.
Breeze isn't coming back from that until Triple H takes over.
Yeah, well, who knows what's going to happen with that.
No.
If Balor does debut as a face on WWE television, I don't know how long it will last. I don't think everyone's assuming he's debuting the night after WrestleMania. I don't know if that's the case.
If he loses the title.
Even if he loses the title, why go back the next night? Why come up the next night? Why you can extend the feud with Samoa Joe, which is what I've read is going to happen. I mean, I've been reading that for months that he's going to lose to Joe to extend the feud with Joe and to kind of give him that ability to transition a little bit. That to me makes a lot more sense.
Maybe make Balor the first ever 2-time NXT champion or something.
I don't think he'll win the title back.
Oh,
okay. He could. I
want Baron Corbin to win it.
Somewhere down the line, who knows?
Yeah. Give Balor the lighter jacket back.
Right, Jesus, I don't know. What else you got for me?
Go with the real rugged. How many American Alpha suplexes are gonna happen at Dallas? What are your predictions for that?
Over under, I'll set it at 15, and I'll take the over.
Man, I fucking love the German suplex Gable did last week.
Oh God, everybody loves that. It's amazing.
Oh, that was so fucking good. And I'm a German suplex fan, and I don't like Brock Lesnar, but I just love the German suplex because of Chris Benoit.
The release German suplex is one of my favorites as well. I love the release German suplex. It's so filthy. Yeah. So I love what he does, man. He's incredible. Did you see the sick German suplex he did in the amateur match tonight? That was incredible. That was an amateur fucking wrestling match that he did that on a fucking mat. He German suplexed the fuck out of that guy. It was great.
Can't wait for them to fucking be like I have a fear that when in the years to come when they debut to fucking main roster, I have a fear that they get buried.
There, maybe one of them, but not both of them, because they smell money on Jason Jordan. They smell money.
Well, I see them debuting as a tag team for fucking staying like that.
They're absolutely debuting as a tag team, so Jordan can turn on Gable. They will have a.
I don't want them to turn on each other,
dude. If you do not know this is coming, dude, you don't know WWE because they smell.
It would be coming, but it'll be the heel turn we're gonna hate.
Oh no, I don't think we'll hate it at all because Jason Jordan is. Dude, this is the guy that people are waiting for. He's got everything that you want to see out of him. And now, the only problem here is he's so prototypical that guy that I'm afraid that people are going to turn on him just because the WWE wants him. So fuck him. I'm afraid of that. But we'll see what happens. What's your rating for tonight?
I don't know. I'll give it a 7.
All right, man. I appreciate the call. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm in pain.
All right, thanks for taking my call, man.
No problem, man. You take it easy. All righty, Sean Bonner's calling in. Sean Bonner, you're live dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? I fell for your voicemail, not once but twice.
Oh, did you?
I tried calling 3 times and I fell for it 2 times.
I love it. I love it. All right, what you got for me, man?
Great. So that girl with that's always with Emma. What's her name again?
With who?
The always with Emma.
Oh,
The
Dana
girl
Brooke.
that's her name. I keep getting her confused with someone else. I think it's entirely plausible what you thought could be why. I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't an injury be reported?
We haven't heard anything.
No, unless it was something that was so
Really
bad and
personal
sensitive.
and really tragic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sensitive to talk about, and I mean, it makes complete sense.
I think it makes sense, but I still think that she broke a boobie. That's what I think happened, because that's something else they necessarily won't talk about. But I think she broke a boobie. Makes all the sense in the world to me. But if something worse happened, that wouldn't shock me either. It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's terrible. But these things do happen. I mean, it's not like it's beyond the realm of possibility. They happen. I'm surprised they don't happen more often, to be completely honest.
That's true. And with Finn Balor coming up, I think they should bring him up as a heel, because uh, if you have a guy that's not exactly lighting it up as a face in NXT, why would you bring him up where he's not lighting it up? And why would you?
Exactly.
It's like in the sports terminology, a guy that's not having success in the minors, why would you bring him up under the same role?
See, that's my point. That's what I'm saying, because the height for Finn Balor was months ago. If you were going to bring him up as a face, months ago was the time to do it. Now, his reactions aren't as good. He's just kind of bled. The most personality he shows is at house shows when he's with Bayley, when they're doing each other's entrances and shit like that. Other than that, I mean, he's just walking out there, and he's still incredible in the ring, so you give him a pass because he's so good. But, my God, he's fucking boring. Jesus.
He likes comic books, though, so I'll give him a pass for being boring.
Because he is so good at what he does. But I think that to reestablish his value, to get the most out of him during a debut, you turn him heel. Turn him heel, because he is such a dickhead. He is such a good heel. It's incredible how good of a heel this guy is. Turn him dick and let him go. Oh my God, a super heel group of him and Kevin Owens, the two biggest dicks I've ever seen in wrestling. Jesus, how good would that be?
If you can play a dick, if you can play a good dick, I mean, why wouldn't you play to that? You know, I mean,
I think he also has a natural first feud. I think you have a natural story to tell, natural first feud. You have him be a heel, and you bring him in. You have him and AJ Styles for fucking 4 months. You have a natural story. You can talk about all the stuff. You can sell the Balor Club fucking t-shirts. You can talk about Bullet Club between both of them. I mean, there's so much story to tell. And it's fantastic. It's easy, it's natural, and you have a perfect landing spot for heel Balor. And it's a good place for AJ to go next, too.
Yeah, I'm so wrong. Book that, Dave.
Take my money.
Book it up. Book it up.
I wish I had booking power. That's what I would do.
Me too. You, me, a couple people. I mean, what they don't they hire soap opera writers?
Hell, they hired fucking Freddie Prinze Jr., so, I mean, they hire anybody.
Oh, my God. When's the baseball draft? Isn't that this weekend?
It is. The fantasy baseball draft is on Saturday night. I believe I have it set for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe if you're in the league, go ahead and check the board. You can see it. It's right up there. When you go to the league, all the information's right there if you're in the league. If you're not in the league, just wait for the link, and it'll be set, and you can watch us live draft our baseball teams Saturday night.
That's what's up.
What's your rating for tonight, buddy?
I thought it was like a 7. Yeah. 7-ish.
Somewhere around there.
like I enjoy, like, some people don't like it, but I like when they give the Divas the main event.
Yeah.
You know, it's some people will him and haw about that, but it doesn't bother me at all
I don't
because
him and haw
they put
for
in just as much work as the the men. So why shouldn't they get some men?
I think it's stupid just to him and haw and go back and forth on it just because it's a woman main event. It's Asuka. She is the main eventer. Asuka is an absolute main eventer. So, there's no problem for me. She is the main event talent. She is a draw. She's a goddamn rock star. So that doesn't bother me at all. I'm glad that they got a lot of time. It's just I felt a few times in the match it was just kind of a down note for me. But overall, it was good. I love what Emma's doing, and I think it worked out. So
They do a lot of good in 1 hour.
They do. I agree with that. I'm gonna try to get up out of here, Sean. I got to be completely honest, man. I'm in a lot of pain. I just wanted to tough through this one and get it out there. I do appreciate the call, though, my friend.
All right, man. Take it easy.
See you Saturday, buddy.
Later.
Sean Bonner, everybody. Sean Bonner. That's right. We got all kinds of really cool things going on the rest of the week. Tonight, the SmackDown review. I do believe I should make it. We should get a wrestling warm-up. I'm not feeling great. I'm just not, but I should be okay to do it. We'll see. If I skip it, please forgive me. It's just because I need to save energy for next week. WrestleMania week is right there. I've got to try and make sure that I'm okay for that. Because I'm missing a SmackDown, missing an NXT, that's one thing. But I don't want to miss WrestleMania. It's my first WrestleMania going live on the channel. I don't want to miss it. So I'm very, very excited about that. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys, man. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I'm not at 100% right now. I'm trying to get through here. Thanks for being supportive. I'm sorry about the goddamn sun earlier. Jesus Christ. But we got through it. We made it. Excelsior. We did it. So NXT in the books. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you want to see next, man. You want to see another video game video? Want to see me take on Hearthstone? We want to see some WWE 2K16. Tell me what you guys want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. If not, more than likely, we will see a WWE SmackDown review a little bit later on tonight. Well, a lot later on tonight. So keep an eye out for that. And a wrestling warm-up. All right? So like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious, bitches. Peace. Tommy NC 2010, 120,000 subs. Go fuck yourself, internet. You got bad internet, good internet. Keep doing your work. 120,000 subs for Tommy NC 2010. Yeah, go support him. See you guys next time. Peace.